Hi, my name is Gila Manolson. I'm talking to you from Jerusalem, and I'm the author of several books, including one called Outside Inside, a fresh look at Tzniut. Tzniut is commonly translated as modesty, and when thought of that way, it is certainly one of the more daunting mitzvot, or commandments, that people take upon themselves when they start to become observant. But does Tzniut really mean modesty? I prefer a very different translation. I prefer to translate it as internality. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by this and how I view Tzniut. I see us as, in a sense, creating an image for ourselves on a daily basis. And I'm going to give you a metaphor to explain what I mean by that. I once saw a photograph of an old woman sitting on a park bench. Now, if I walked by her, I would see exactly that, an old woman sitting on a park bench. However, there was a photographer who happened to walk by her. And a photographer knows how to create an image. He knows how to bring out something deeper in what he sees and make it available to the vision of the viewer of his photograph as well. So what this photographer did, photographing this old lady, was very interesting. He captured her in incredibly sharp detail. You could see all the lines around her eyes, the creases in her face, the gnarls in her hands, the kind of heavy set, grim look in her eyes as she stared at the pavement in front of her. But behind her, there were just like lines coming down, kind of looking like blurry rain. And so now, looking at this photograph, you didn't just see an old lady sitting on a park bench. What you saw was an old, abandoned human being, frozen in time, frozen in the painful reality of growing old, while life just barraged her and went on behind her, passed her by. He turned her into a message. Tzniut means turning ourselves into a message. It means looking at myself and asking myself, who am I really? What do I want people to sense about me when they see me or meet me for the first time? What's my message? And then it means asking ourselves how we can present ourselves to the world, including our dress, in a way that will project that message. We live in a very superficial world in which the message that unfortunately most women and increasingly men are projecting is body. Judaism says you are so much more than a body, but bodies are very distracting. Skin is very distracting. If you want to project a deeper message, a message of content, not just surface, you're going to have to tone down that outside a bit, not to look frumpy or dumpy or invisible, but tone it down in a sensitive way so that when people look at you, they can appreciate a well-presented person, but they won't be so distracted by the glare of your body that they can't see beyond it. We want people to see beyond the outside to the inside, to who we really are. So when I cover myself more than the norms of my society, I'm sending a message that I will not be defined physically. I want people to look at me in a deeper way and search for the real me inside. I don't want to be noticed. I want to be seen. That is the message of Tzniut.